Have you ever wondered, what is heaven exactly? Is it merely a celestial expanse far beyond our reach? Or could it be something more tangible? These questions often echo in our minds as we grapple with the conventional understanding of heaven as a distant ethereal realm. Yet what if we told you that this accepted narrative could be challenged? What if heaven is not as far off as we've been led to believe? The purpose of our journey today is to delve into the scriptures, to elucidate these sacred texts, and to unveil a different narrative about heaven. A narrative that is less about a far-off celestial expanse and more about a practical existence. An existence that is not confined to the afterlife, but rather one that has implications for our lives here and now. Join us in this enlightening exploration as we peel back the layers of mysticism and uncover a more practical existence of heaven. Your engagement isn't just interaction, it's a catalyst for more insightful content. By sharing and commenting, you're shaping the ongoing conversation. Thanks for subscribing as a key part of this dialogue, inspiring us to keep sharing meaningful insights. As we dive into the scriptures, let's begin with a foundational understanding of heaven. Often shrouded with mystical implications, a closer exploration of the term reveals a more tangible existence. In the scriptures, heaven refers not to a distant celestial realm, but to the sky or the ethereal region right above us. It is where the Most High, our Creator, resides. This understanding of heaven as a near physical reality rather than a remote spiritual plane lays the groundwork for our exploration. We now turn our gaze to the vivid imagery painted in Revelation 21. Here we encounter a narrative that challenges conventional notions of heaven. The passage describes a new heaven and a new earth, a vision that contrasts with the prevailing belief of an otherworldly ascension to a divine abode. Instead, we find a powerful revelation, the holy city, New Jerusalem, physically descending to earth. It's a narrative that invites us to contemplate the profound implications of the union of heaven and earth. Before this union can occur, the first earth must undergo a purification process, paving the way for a harmonious coexistence between the divine and the mortal. The holy city then descends and settles on the prepared place, signifying the commencement of this divine-human cohabitation. This descent of the celestial realm challenges the dichotomy of an earthly existence separated from the divine. It calls us to reevaluate our understanding of heaven as a metaphorical realm, proposing instead a narrative in which the divine chooses to dwell intimately among humanity. This foundational understanding of heaven guides our exploration as we turn our attention to the evocative imagery painted in Revelation 21. It's a journey that takes us beyond convention and invites us to contemplate our spiritual and physical existence. So, as we delve deeper into the scriptures, let's keep this perspective in mind. For it is through this lens that we can truly begin to understand the divine plan and the profound implications of the union of heaven and earth. Revelation 21 paints a vision of a new heaven and a new earth, a vision that challenges prevailing beliefs. It introduces us to the holy city, New Jerusalem, descending from heaven to earth. This isn't a fleeting visit, it's a permanent move. The city is adorned as a bride, indicating the union of the divine with humanity, a marriage of heaven and earth. Let's take a moment to ponder this profound imagery. We're not talking about an ethereal, ghost-like city floating in the sky. This is a tangible, physical city descending from the celestial realm to our earthly domain. And it's not just any city, it's the holy city, the dwelling place of the Most High, the embodiment of the divine. Now consider the implications. This isn't a case of humanity ascending to the divine. It's the divine descending to humanity. It's a reversal of the traditional narrative, suggesting that the holy and the mundane can coexist, that the divine can dwell within the earthly. This descent of the celestial realm challenges the dichotomy of an earthly existence separated from the divine. It uproots the notion of heaven as a far-off place, accessible only in the afterlife. Instead, it suggests that heaven is an imminent reality, a tangible presence that is set to join the earthly domain. What does this mean for us? It means that our understanding of heaven and earth needs to evolve. We need to move beyond the idea of a physical and spiritual divide towards a holistic understanding of our existence. We need to recognize that the divine is not a distant entity, but a presence that is woven into the fabric of our lives. This revelation calls for a shift in perspective. It invites us to see heaven not as a distant goal, but as an approaching reality. It challenges us to integrate the divine into our everyday existence, to live in a way that reflects the imminent union of heaven and earth. The descent of the celestial realm suggests that heaven isn't a far-off place, but an imminent reality, joining the earthly domain in the not-too-distant future. Our exploration takes us to Ezekiel 37, where we encounter a captivating narrative of reunification. Here, the prophet Ezekiel shares a vision of the Valley of Dry Bones, a symbolic representation of the house of Israel and the house of Judah. These two houses, once divided and scattered, are miraculously brought back to life and joined together as one nation under the reign of Yeshua, the Messiah. This is not a mere political or nationalistic reunion, but a spiritual one, underlining the restoration of the kingdom of God. The house of Judah representing the Jews and the house of Israel, symbolized by the stick of Ephraim hidden within Christianity, have long been separated. Yet Ezekiel's prophecy foretells their reunification. This is a monumental shift, a union that signifies the restoration of the entire kingdom, both of God's brides restored to honor under one household, one master, Yeshua. But what does this mean for us? The implications of understanding this divine plan are profound. It suggests a future where the people of God are not divided by differences, but united in faith and obedience. A future where we, as God's people, are not scattered but gathered together under the reign of Yeshua, living in the land promised to Jacob. Ezekiel's vision paints a picture of a community that diligently follows God's ordinances and statutes. A community where the Messiah reigns from the throne of David, guiding his people in the ways of righteousness. It's a vision of a kingdom where peace prevails and God's presence is not a distant concept, but a tangible reality. As we delve deeper into this narrative, we're urged to reassess our understanding of heaven and the divine plan. The reunification of these two houses challenges us to contemplate a future where heaven and earth converge, where the divine presence isn't elusive but a tangible force in our lives, guiding us in obedience to God's Torah. Ezekiel's vision urges us to fathom the profound implications of understanding the divine plan. This understanding not only impacts our view of the future, but also how we live in the present as we anticipate the fulfillment of this divine plan. As we conclude our exploration, let's reflect on the insights we've gained. We've embarked on a journey that has led us beyond convention, challenging our preconceived notions about heaven. This journey has taken us deep into the scriptures, where we've discovered that heaven isn't some far-off celestial expanse, but rather the sky or the ethereal region right above us, wherein resides the Most High, our Creator. We've delved into Revelation 21 and unveiled a new heaven and a new earth where the holy city, New Jerusalem, descends to earth. And we, whether resurrected on his return or those remaining alive, will gather to greet him in his glory, welcoming his return to dwell with us forever. The true understanding of 1 Thessalonians 4:17. This paints a picture of heaven that contrasts with prevailing beliefs. Instead of an otherworldly relocation to the divine abode, we encounter a poignant revelation, the harmonious coexistence of the divine and the mortal in a purified earth. Our journey has also led us to Ezekiel 37, where we've encountered the reunification of two houses, the house of Judah and the house of Israel. The two brides chosen by God in Ezekiel 23. This union underlines the restoration of the kingdom, where Yeshua reigns over a united nation. It's a captivating narrative, laden with prophetic significance, urging us to fathom the implications of understanding the divine plan. All of these insights challenge us to reassess our understanding of heaven. They call for a shift in perspective, where heaven isn't seen as a distant place but an imminent reality joining the earthly domain. They propose a narrative in which God chooses to dwell intimately among humanity inside the creation Isaiah 40:22 called a tent to dwell in. This journey also prompts us to reflect on a future where faith in the Messiah and unwavering adherence to God's Torah play pivotal roles. It's a future where the divine presence isn't an elusive concept but a tangible force in our lives. In this new understanding of heaven, divine presence isn't an elusive concept but a tangible force in our lives. Let us ponder a kingdom where Yeshua guides us in obedience to God's Torah, in the land promised to our father Jacob. May this reflection inspire you to contemplate the profound depth of our future as God's people, living in accordance with His ordinances and statutes. Have a blessed day. Until we meet again.